up, guys? Good morning. Welcome to another video of the shred series. Another week. Not too much has changed aside from now my cardio is 30 minutes fasted in the morning and then doing 15 to 20 on typically the Stairmaster post-workout. So today, that's what I'll be doing after I train some shoulders. Let's see, it's not much else. Still got to get the Jeep fixed. I showed them in the last video when I was recording solo. That's the new upgrade to it. Not bad. I haven't done anything to it in a while. But yeah. And other than that, this has been my favorite pre-workout combo. Honestly, since signing with Raw, it's 1 scoop of their Pump Squared, which is a pure form of glycerol called Glycercise that just helps with blood flow, kind of pump muscle size when you're actually training. And then I pair that with the actual pre-workout, which is Raw Pre, so it helps with focus, a little bit of caffeine in there. It's not too much, just 50 milligrams a serving. So I can do 2 scoops, get a little bit more pump and focus formula, not go crazy on the stim. And sessions have been pretty good that way. So I'm gonna get this started with a couple warm-up sets, slowly build up to the working weight, which we'll see, maybe a plate and a quarter. But using these first few sets and reps to focus on form and really connecting with primarily my front delt. So here, keeping everything tight, legs, core, back, coming down just below 90, and then when I drive up, initiating a movement with my delt and driving my elbows to my ears, and slightly putting my head through underneath the bar, and that's it. This is the last warm up. Let's see. I'm gonna feed my ego just a little bit and see if I can get a solid 10 on 2 plates. And at worst, I don't, and then I drop the weight. So I'm all right with that. Whew, I'll take that. I'll take that. All right, so this workout and most workouts that are on my channel, I try to get up about within a day of when this YouTube video is posted. This workout will be available on my training app. So if you want to check it out there, along with all the other training programs, that's all available through the link in the description. I got 1 more minute, but I got 9 on here. I'll try it one more time. If I get 9 to 10, if I get 9 again, then I'll probably take 10 off of each side. But that still felt good, so I think I got another 9 or 10 in me on this next set. warming up a few reps, getting in the feel of it, connect with my lateral, head of my delt. So I'm gonna do a standing lateral raise drop set, 4 sets, 10 to 12, drop down 10 to 12. Usually it ends up being like 35 to 20 or 22 and a half for me, so stick around there. The first, I'll use a little bit of momentum towards the end of the set with the 35s, and then when I drop, I take advantage of the lighter weight to really go strict on the motion. That's how I know I'm finally starting to lean out. The consistency in training is there. I'm seeing a little bit more detail in the shoulder, a little striation. Of course, the pumps help bringing that out a little bit, but I don't know if I'm getting on the scale today or if it's next video. No, it was good. I've been like stressed because I'm pushing myself. Like as things change, the training app's rebranding as we start the new year. So come January, I got a sick name, just kind of rebranding, updating every program that's in the app. So there's that. And then there's a whole thing with merchandise that I couldn't drop until the start of this year that I'm finally working on now that I'll be able to drop. So it's like those things on top of just moving. The water weight is there, Zach, just from stress, like good stress, you know, but you're like when you're pushing yourself, you're like, the sleep decreases a little bit, stress goes up, and then, I mean, my body's probably not as efficient as losing fat that way, but mainly just holding on to water. Like the days I'm more stressed, I can tell by the end of the night, I'm like I know I didn't just cheat on my diet, but damn, you know, when you look in the mirror. So it's part of it though, excuse me, it's part of it. That's good, man. All right, so the last one was a drop set. This one's a superset between a dumbbell upright row. That's nice if you do have, I've noticed, if you do have issues with like a straight bar or easy bar on the upright row, switching to dumbbell where your hands are more independent, that can make it a little bit easier, whether you have an imbalance or you feel like there's something's kind of pulling. So anytime I'm tight, I'll go lighter with the dumbbell than I would say with the barbell. And then the second half of the superset, hitting a double arm dumbbell front raise, just focusing on not swinging from the bottom, so letting it come back past vertical with the ground. So squeeze it up, focusing on, again, initiating the movement with my front delt as much as I can, coming down, pausing for a half second at the bottom, and then coming up again without swinging back, and just using momentum for these. little bit. All right, there we go. And with this one, when I use the reverse PEC deck, I mean, the handles are gonna vary depending on the machine. This one I like, is I position the seat a little higher, just cause like, I don't have the longest torso in the world, so my arms aren't naturally that high on the handle to stay in line with my shoulder. But what I wanna visualize is initiating the movement with my rear delt, but by driving my elbows out and back. And in order to do that more precisely in a way, I like to, if you want to come close, Zach, I put my hand, the outside of my hand, on the inside of the handle. And then this one's nice because I can kind of push it up into the corner. So that way I'm driving out and back, but slightly up. And then I feel a great connection on the rear delt. All right, so normally, or often, I like to get my abs done with my fasted cardio in the morning. But today, they haven't been done yet, which means we're gonna knock them out now. So I'm just gonna pick 2 exercises, do 4 rounds, keep the rest time pretty short, but both these are exhausting. I'm gonna do, well, I'll show you. All right, so the first exercise is gonna be a plate crunch. These same things, a regular crunch, essentially just weighted. And in order to not use momentum of the weight, I wanna do my best to keep the weight vertical with the ground, right? So I'm not going like this and just taking the momentum of the weight forward with me, but I almost wanna crunch under the weight and crunch through my arm. So instead of that, it's gonna look more like this. I'm gonna lose my hat anyway. All right, so 15 of these, and then going to 10 gymnast tucks. Tough. So on these, when I'm up there, I kind of start from a vertical position. Then what I want to do is keeping my legs straight, bring my hips up and behind me just by contracting my core. So it's kind of like, to be honest, I don't have much to compare it to, but in a sense, the same as a crunch. As I'm lifting up, I want to breathe out to squeeze my core. So blow all the air out as I'm coming up. That's really about it. It's kind of a feel thing. Like the first time I started doing them, so I've only been doing them so long, just kind of had to look like a fool in the gym for a minute. But that's okay. You know, I was learning a new exercise. It was part of it. And then, okay, after like a set or two, I was like, okay, I think I got the feel for it, the rhythm. This is kind of the end of the motion. And I like to, on these, I like to come down. So I don't like being up here like this, but I like to start with my traps, or with allowing my shoulders to shrug up. And then I come up and squeeze. So as I come up, I kind of push my shoulders down while at the same time squeezing up into squeezing up and in with my core, and that just makes the contraction a little bit more intense. But it's just a feel thing. I'm still feeling it out. It's potentially in the future, I might have a different tip on this, on how to feel it even more. So we'll kind of figure this one out together. But at least from what I've seen out there, it's one of the better ab exercises for activation. And it's difficult. You know, I like ab exercises that have a level of difficulty to them and incorporate more muscle groups than just the core. Although crunch is good to target the core, it's I don't know, it's just a little more enjoyable. Trains a little more of the body. Get a little more out of it that way. Zach, that looks crazy right there, man. When it snows, we'll do a little something, that's all I'm gonna say. Have some fun. All right, so that's the session for today and all I got for you. Yeah, thanks for sticking through the video. Hopefully there's a couple tips in there that help you guys training some shoulders and some abs. I gotta go back and get some food in. Sometimes I have the protein shake with me. Sometimes I just wait till I get back. So I'll get some of that in. What else is there? I think next video is going to be the morning routine. So a little more in detail of the first part of the full day of eating. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll link that somewhere here. Or you can check it out. It'll just be in the Shred series, the last video previous to this one. But that's all I got for you. Thank you guys for sticking around. That's a shoulder day, some abs. What do I know? I'm just Merc.